Welcome back, children. Let me start shares and dividend part 2. I have already explained you the concept of shares and dividend. I hope you have understood, and I have given you some questions to solve in part 1. I hope you could solve them. Let me just brush up once again and then start today's class. In this chapter, in my part 1, I have explained you the following formulae. The first formula is dividend is equal to number of shares. This dividend is known with different names: dividend or annual income. Okay, annual income all mean same. Okay, so now dividend is equal to number of shares, that is n, into d percent, that is dividend percent, that is d upon 100, into the nominal value or face value of the share. This is one formula that you learnt. The second formula, this is one formula you have learnt. Okay, now the second formula that you learned is number of shares bought. Number of shares bought is equal to investment upon market value. Okay, then in terms of dividend you learned it as number of shares is equal to total dividend that is earned upon dividend of one share. Dividend on one share means d upon 100 into nominal value of 1 d upon 100 into nominal value of one share. Okay, this is another way of finding the number of shares when you know the dividend and dividend percent and also the nominal value of each share. And in this method, when you know the investment and the market value, you can find the number of shares what. Okay, then we also learned that profit percent or income percent is equal to dividend, total dividend that is earned upon the investment into 100. Okay, this is similar to I was telling you profit upon cost price into 100, which is the formula for profit percent, which you have learned in your smaller classes in profit loss chapter. Okay, then another formula where return percent return percent when you want to know, so that is return percent is return upon 100. Return percent, that is return upon 100 into market value. This is equal to dividend percent into the nominal value. So this is another formula which you have to remember. Return percent, that is return upon 100, R upon 100, into MV, that is market value. This is return percent. Okay, don't get confused. This return is R percent. That is, it is better you write R only here. Okay, where R upon 100 is return percent, is return percent, and D upon 100 is dividend percent. Okay, return percent and dividend percent. This is another formula that you learned. And I think these are the formula that you have learnt, right? Now, let us start solving some questions. This is your question number 12 of exercise 3A. Okay, a company pays dividend of 15% on its 10 rupee shares. 10 rupee shares, that means what? Rupees 10 is the nominal value of the shares. 10 rupee shares from which it deducts income tax at the rate of 22%. Find the annual income of a man who owns 1000 shares of this company. So children, whenever there is income for you, you have to pay income tax to the government at the rate decided by the government. And this income tax is always deducted from your income. Okay, this you all must be aware of it. So now this person has number of shares 1000 in this company. So number of shares is equal to 1000. Okay, dividend percent is 15%, nominal value is rupees 10. Okay, so we can calculate total dividend earned or income of the person is equal to number of shares, that is 1000, into dividend percent, that is 15%, that is 15 upon 100, into nominal value, that is 10. So if you simplify, so this is equal to 1500 rupees. This is the dividend earned. This is the income of the person. Now from this, how much income tax will be deducted? 22% of this income will be deducted. So after deduction, what will be the income? Find the annual income of the man who owns so much. So this is his earning, but his income tax will be deducted at the rate of 22%. So you can calculate in two steps. First, find out the income tax that he has to pay. Income tax he has to pay at the rate of 22%. So 22% of his income, that is 1500. That is equal to rupees, two zeros gets cancelled. 15 twos are 30, 3 carried over, 15 twos are 30 plus 3, 330. 330 is the income tax that will be deducted. So his annual income after deduction of income tax will be rupees 1500 minus 330, right? So that is equal to rupees 0711. Okay. So this is the answer. Fine. Now a similar sum you will do as homework. This is 11th question of exercise 3A. Okay, the question says a man has a man has 300, so number of shares is 300, rupees 50 shares, so that means this is the nominal value, rupees 50 shares a company of a company paying paying 20% paying 20% dividend. Find his net income after paying after paying 3% income tax. Similar sum, only the numbers are changed. Please do it. The answer that you are supposed to get is rupees 2910. Okay, then let me proceed to the next question. The next question says, this is a board question also, and this is question number 13 of your question number 13 of exercise 3A. Okay, and also a board question. It came in the year 2001. A man invests rupees 8,800. So this is the investment in buying shares of a company of face value of rupees 100 each, 100 each at a premium, at a premium of 10%. If he earns rupees 1200, so this is the dividend he earned at the end of the year. At the end of the year, find one, the number of shares he has in the company. Second, the dividend percent per share. Okay, so we know investment is given. Investment is equal to rupees 8,800 Okay, that is given to us. Face value is given to us rupees 100. Market value is the shares are sold at a premium of, what is it called? Premium of 10%. So market value is equal to rupees 100 plus 10% of 100. See children, you all know 10% of 100 is 10. But for step, it is very important to show this step, because definitely in this type of question where the market value you have to find, if you don't show this step, you may lose the one mark for the step. So you show it, and then in your implies market value is equal to rupees 100 plus 10, the implies market value is equal to rupees 110. Okay, it's always better to write all the steps. So now you know the investment, you know the market values, you can find out the number of shares. Also one more data we know, that is the total dividend he earned, that is also given to us. So let us keep it in mind. We also know dividend earned is rupees 1200. Okay, so now let us first find out the first question, that is number of, the first one, this one, the number of shares he has in the company. Number of shares is equal to investment upon market value. That is, investment is how much? Rupees 8,800 upon market value is 110. So 0 0 cancels, 11 ones are, 11 eights are, and 0. So number of shares is 80. Okay, so now we know the formula, dividend is equal to number of shares into d% into nominal value. Now out of this dividend we already know. What is the dividend earned? 1200. So 1200. Now number of shares we know, 80 into d%, dividend percent we don't know. Nominal value we know it is 100. So 0 0 cancels. So implies 1200 is equal to 80 into d, implies 1200 upon 80 is equal to d. You agree? So implies 0 0 cancels. Okay, 8 ones are 8, then 4, 40, 8 fives are 40. So implies 15 is equal to D. So therefore dividend percent is equal to 15. This is answer 2. And the first one was number of shares, that is 80. This is your answer 1. Very clear? Easy? A board question, isn't it? So that is the type or level of question that are asked in the boards. Okay, now the next question you will be able to do is a similar one. Not exactly similar, but you can do it, I'm sure. So this is question 14 of exercise 3A, and this is also a board question, 1999. A man invests rupees 1680. So this is the investment, 1680 in buying shares of nominal value rupees 24 and selling at 12% premium. So you know the nominal value, 12% premium means you will get the market value by adding 12% of 24 to 24, isn't it? Then the dividend on the shares, the dividend on the shares is 15% per annum. So small d, that is dividend percent, is given. Okay. So calculate 1. The number of shares he buys, the number of shares he buys, and 2, the dividend he receives annually. Okay, I'm sure you will be able to do it. Try it. The answer that you are supposed to get. Answer, first one is number of shares. Yes, now here I would like to say you will get in decimal 62.5, but you don't have your fractional shares anymore in your scope. So this you can round it off as 62 and not as 63, because at the cost of 62.5 shares you will not get 63 shares, you will get 62 shares, and the balance you will get back. So you have to take number of shares. First of all, this fractional shares now is not there in your scope. Okay, so you will not get such answers. They will take care. Now if at all you get, now you have to take 62.62 shares only, and the dividend also will change, because in the answer that is given they have taken it as 62.5. So this answer you will not get this answer, but instead you will get second answer. You will get number of shares, you will take as 62, dividend percent is 15%, and the nominal value is 24. 5 threes, 5 20s, 4 5s, 4 6. So this is equal to, you will get 62 multiplied by 18. 8 twos are 16, 1 carried over, 8 6 are 48, and 1 49. 1 twos are 1, 1 6 are 1, 1 6 are 6. So 6, 9 plus 2, 11, 1 carried over, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 1, 11. Now this divided by 5. So you will get 5 twos are 10. Again bring this 1. 5 twos are 10. Bring this 6. 5 threes are 15. 1 put a decimal, 5 twos. So you will get this answer as rupees 223.20. Even if you take it as 62.5, then you will get the answer as rupees 225. Anyway, as no more the fractional shares are no more there in the scope, you will not be given such questions, and if you are given, you will be given marks for both the answers. Okay. Now the next question I will be doing, that is another board question. Okay, an important type of question. Okay, that is your 15th question. Question number 15 from the same exercise 3A, and it is a board question. It came in the year 1990. Okay, now the question says, by investing rupees 7,500 in a company paying 10% dividend and annual income of rupees 500 is received. Okay, what price what price is paid for each of rupees 100 share? Do you follow this question? Let me read once again. By investing rupees 7,500. So we know the investment. Investment is given to us. So let me write down investment is equal to rupees 7,500. Paying 10% dividend. So dividend percent or D percent is given as 10%. Okay. Now annual income of rupees 500. So dividend is equal to, that is capital D, dividend is equal to rupees 500. What price is paid for each rupees 100 share? So that means nominal value also we know. So nominal value is equal to rupees 100. That also we know. So now what we are supposed to find? We are supposed to find the market value, because what is the question? What price is paid? So that is the market value. At what price did he buy the shares whose nominal value is 100? So market value is what we have to find out. So market value is question mark. Okay. So now we can do it in two different ways. One is, you already know the dividend. Dividend is given to you. You know the nominal value. You know the dividend percent. So using the formula, you can find out the number of shares. Number of shares is equal to dividend upon dividend of one share. Okay. From that you will get the number of shares. Okay. Once you get the number of shares, you know the investment. So from that directly you can find out the market value. Why? Because number of shares is equal to investment upon the market value, isn't it? Hmm? So let us do it this method first. So first we know number of shares is equal to dividend, that is total dividend earned, upon d percent on, that is dividend of one share. That is, what do we write here? D percent into the nominal value. The nominal value of one share, right? So number of shares will be, what is D? 500 upon D percent is what? 10%, that is 10 upon 100. Nominal value is 100. Okay. So this implies number of shares is equal to, this 0 cancels. So you are left with 500 upon 10. So 50. So therefore number of shares is equal to 50. Now we already know the investment is 7,500. So we have the formula, number of shares is equal to investment upon market value. Now here we know the number of shares, we know the investment. So we can find out the market value, right? So this implies 50 is equal to, investment is how much? Investment is 7,500. So 7,500 upon market value. So implies market value is equal to 7,500 upon 50, isn't it? This will go and this will come here. So 0, 0 cancels, 5 ones are, 5 ones are, 5 fives are 25, then 0. So market value is rupees 150. So what is the question? Try to write down the answer in the same. What price is paid? So therefore price paid for each share is equal to rupees 150. That is the answer. Is it clear? A similar sum I will give you as homework, which is question number 1 in 3B exercise. A man buys, this is homework for you. A man buys 75, means 75 is the number of shares. 75 rupees 100 shares, that means 100 is the nominal value, 100 shares, paying 9% dividend. He buys shares at such a price. He buys shares at such a price. That means what? Market value is not given to us. We have to find. He buys shares at such a price that he gets 12% of his money. Children, this I will do it and show it to you because this is the first time you are getting return percent. So this I will help you. You will not be able to do as homework. Let me show it, solve it and show it to you. Okay. He buys shares at such a price that he gets 12% of his money. So that means this is the return percent of his money. At what price? At what price did he buy the shares? Did he buy the shares? Okay, that is the question. At what price did he buy the shares? That means we have to find out the market value. Okay, now number of shares is equal to 75. Nominal value rupees 100. D percent is 9%. Okay, dividend percent. Okay, now 12% is a return percent. That is R percent is 12%. This is the data given to us. We have to find the market value. Okay, so let the market value of each share be rupees X. Okay, so that means market value of each share, we are assuming it as X. So ultimately we have to find X, right? So we know a formula, you remember, R percent of market value is equal to D percent of nominal value. Do you remember that? So using that formula, you can find out market value. How? R percent, we know the R percent, that is 12 upon 100, or let me write the formula first so that you will remember. R percent of market value into market value is equal to D percent into nominal value. So R percent is 12%. That means 12 upon 100 into market value is X is equal to D percent, that is 9% of nominal value, that is 100. So this implies, okay, this implies here 4 threes, 4 25s. 3x is equal to 9 into 25, right? This 25 goes that side, so it will multiply. So this implies x is equal to 9 into 25 upon 3. So 3 ones are, 3 threes are. So implies x is equal to 75 rupees. Okay. So therefore, price at which he buys the shares, each share. Price at which he buys each share, or that is nothing but market value, is equal to rupees 75. Is it clear? That is the answer. Okay. Okay. Now, next question. Question 2 of 3B exercise says, by purchasing rupees by purchasing rupees 25 gas shares, means shares of a gas company, okay, gas shares for rupees 40, that means nominal value is 25 rupees 25 and market value is rupees 40 each. A man gets 4% profit, that is his return percent, 4% profit on his investment. What rate percent is the company paying? That is, we have to find D percent. What is his dividend? What is his dividend if he buys 60 shares? Okay. So we will again use the same relationship. We know nominal value, we know market value, we know return percent, we do not know the dividend percent. So we can find out the dividend percent using the formula relationship, that is R upon 100 into market value is equal to D upon 100 into nominal value. So data, given data, whether you write or not makes no difference. If you find it convenient by writing down the data, you better write it. Otherwise, you can start say straight away calculating. But for your benefit, I am just writing down so that those who are still confused will understand better. So nominal value is rupees 25. Market value, this you understood, by purchasing rupees 25 gas shares for rupees 40. So nominal value is rupees 25. He purchased it for rupees 40. So market value is 40. 4% profit he gets back on his investment. So that means R percent, return percent or profit percent, whatever you call, is equal to how much? That is 4%. So we have to find out the dividend percent. So as per our formula, R percent, R upon 100 into market value is equal to D upon 100 into nominal value. So as per this, 4% of market value is 40 is equal to D is, we do not know, D upon 100 into nominal value is 25. So 0, 0 cancels. Here 25 ones are, 25 fours are. Okay. And here you have 2 fives are, 2 twos are. So this implies 4 into 2, 8. 8 upon 5 is equal to D upon 4. Right? So this implies 5D is equal to 32. So, right? So this implies D is equal to 32 upon 5. So implies D is equal to 5 6 are 30 decimal, 5 4s are 20. So 6.4%. That is the dividend percent that they have asked us in one part. What is the dividend? What rate percent is the company paying? So what the company pays, we call it dividend. This is one of the answers. Now we have to find out the total dividend that he will earn if the number of shares is how many? 60. So dividend that he earns on these shares is number of shares, that is 60, into dividend percent, just now we have calculated 6.4 upon 100, into the nominal value. And what is the nominal value? 25, right? So 25. So now if you simplify, 0, 0 cancels, 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25, 2 1s are 2 3s are, right? So implies dividend is equal to, this is 3 5s are 15 and 6.4 into 15, right? 15 fours are 60, 6 carried over, 15 6 are 90 and 6 96, decimal will come here. So dividend is equal to rupees 96. This is another answer. Okay, clear children? So let me try to give you one more homework sum. Yes, this I am sure you will be able to do. The next question, that is question 3 of exercise 3B. This is your homework. 100 rupee shares, 100 rupee shares, that means the nominal value is rupees 100, of a company are are available are available in the are available in the market at a premium of rupees 20. So you can find out the market value, because you know 100 rupees as nominal value. So market value is premium of rupees 20. So that means you have to add this 20 to 100 to get the market value. Find the rate of dividend given by the company when a man's return percent is given, return on his investment is 15%. So 15% is the return percent. You have to find out dividend percent. Okay. So do it as homework. The answer you are supposed to get is 18%. Okay. Then next question also you can do it as homework. Okay. Question 4 of 3B homework. Rupees 50 shares, that means nominal value is 50, of a company are quoted at a discount. Discount means, children, you remember, you have to subtract, at a discount of 10%. So in order to get the market value, you have to subtract 10% of 50 from 50. You followed? You remember, premium you have to add, discount you have to subtract. I have told, mentioned in the first class. So discount of quoted a discount of 10%. Find the rate of dividend. So here also you have to find out D%. Find the rate of dividend given by the company the return on the investment on these shares being 20%. So 20% is the R%. You have to find out D%, right? So do it. I'm sure you will get it. So you will be using the formula what? Once you get the market value, R% of market value is equal to D% of nominal value. Market value you know, R% you know, nominal value you know, so D% you can easily calculate. Here also answer is 18%. Okay, like the previous sum. Okay. Okay, let me stop here. I'll continue in my next class. You solve these homework sums and revert back to me if you have any doubts. Thank you, children, for watching. Stay safe, stay hygienic, behave good like good children always, and love you, children. God bless you all.